The Illusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Got some codex entries about what happened in the previous game. This door is locked.
The Illusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Doors are conveniently color-coded here. That red means locked and unhackable, orange means locked but can be hacked, and green means open. Why you would make the distinction between red and orange, I don't know. I wouldn't advertise the fact that my doors can be hacked. But apparently people do. Just doing some stretches. I guess I have a right to after being dead for so long. This logo is the Cerberus logo. I've seen it before. We'll be seeing it a lot. Can we talk to them?
I wouldn't keep the Illusive man waiting.
The Illusive man will stay waiting if I damn well please. He's not a boss of me, even if he did save my life.
The Illusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
But apparently they're unwilling to talk. Customize your armor here. Not really interested at that to do that in this point. We can do it later. Let's go meet this Illusive man. Wait, where the hell is he?
Commander Shepard.
Illusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
From what I hear, I cost you a fortune. Why'd you do it?
For the defense and preservation of humanity. I didn't spend 2 years and billions of credits bringing you back to serve as a common soldier. But humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
The Illusive man, voiced by Martin Sheen. You may have noticed. Also modeled after him. Except for the eyes, obviously.
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and Igeth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Our colony on Iwar Prime was destroyed this morning. Long-range sensors have picked up the Borg. Wait, no. Wrong story.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention where you killed one of them.
I suppose it's possible. But they're shuffling things around again.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Thanks, I guess. Do you mind if I still don't trust you?
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Yeah, I trust him about as far as I can throw him. Got a whole bunch of messages again. And apparently some stuff in our journal. We are in the prologue, Awakening. We have talked to the Illusive Man. Next we have to go and investigate the missing colonists. And that is part of the Freedom's Progress mission. And I just want to make it clear, I'm only going there because I want to know what happened to the colonists. I still don't trust this guy. Just like in Mass Effect 1, we have missions and assignments, where missions are story-related things and assignments are optional. And currently we don't have any assignments. And I leveled up, apparently. So I got more points. Like to put an incinerate. This explosive plasma blast inflicts damage over time to all nearby enemies and permanently stops their health regeneration. Very effective against armor. Okay, good. Alright, well I guess we'd better go see what happened to those colonists. And if we find the evidence, my first instinct would be to bring it to the Alliance, but I don't know if they're willing to help. We'll have to wait and see. And maybe Miranda and Jacob will talk to me now.
The Illusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
What's the matter, Lawson? Worried you're not his favorite anymore?
I've proven my value to the Illusive Man. Let's hope you're able to do the same.
For someone who spent 2 years putting me back together, you don't seem real fond of me.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Well, I don't believe in what Cerberus stands for, and I certainly don't believe in their methods. Just ask Admiral Kahoku. Too bad you can't actually mention him.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Mostly harmless, I guess.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Fun.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The Illusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What? Would have increased the size of my manhood? Probably not.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Illusive Man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Well, then I'm glad you weren't the one making those decisions.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The Illusive Man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the Illusive Man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
That's vague.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Whatever.
I'm glad the Illusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
That remains to be seen.
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Yeah, because Cerberus has given us good reason to do so.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
I guess Cerberus doesn't believe in preparing for a mission.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
You sound like a certain Turian I know. He didn't much like red tape either.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Okay.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess we'd better go and find out what happened on Freedom's Progress. Oh, we got a mission summary for the tutorial. We got, we'll get a mission summary after most missions. After all of them, I think. And unlike in Mass Effect 1, where killing enemies and doing various things during a mission would give you XP, really, there's only a handful of things you can do during a mission to get XP. Most of the XP you actually get after a mission. So it'll be very rare that we level up in the middle of a mission. I had already noticed that I had leveled up, so I can't spend more points now. Normally you get only 1000 XP for this mission, but because I am playing this game not for the first time, I get a 25% experience bonus, which just means I'll reach the max level faster. I will be able to reach the max level. It's very easy to get there, even if you don't have that bonus. Unlike in Mass Effect 1, where reaching level 60 is quite hard. Let's see, mission summary. Shepard escaped attack on the facility along with operatives Taylor and Lawson. Facility destroyed by remote detonation. Salvage teams will ensure no incriminating data survived. Per Miranda's recommendation, I'm running security sweeps on other cells to ensure that Wilson was our only mole. Regardless of the cost, Project Lazarus was a success. Shepard is back. And this time it's personal. Or something. Import bonuses. You've received the following bonuses for importing a level 54 character into Mass Effect 2. Plus 2000 experience, start at level 3. Plus 30,000 credits. Like I said, money is a lot rarer in this game than it was before, so that helps. Plus 5,000 element 0, plus 5,000 iridium, plus 5,000 palladium, plus 5,000 platinum. We'll find out later what these elements are used for, and what the other ways are to get them. Plus 190 Paragon points, plus 7 Renegade points. I'll probably get slightly more Renegade points during this game than I did before, because of something called interrupts. Sometimes during a cutscene you get to see an icon on the screen, either blue or red. Allows you to take a Paragon or Renegade action, and I will use some of the Renegade actions, because sometimes they make some of the battles a bit easier. We got more import bonuses. Received 100,000 bonus credits for importing a rich Mass Effect 1 character, but considering how easy it was to make money in Mass Effect 1, I don't think anybody ever imported a Mass Effect character that wasn't rich. Unless they either bought everything in every shop ever, or never sold anything and just omnigeled everything, or never picked up anything. You receive the following bonuses for having beaten Mass Effect 2. 25% bonus experience on all missions. Retain all heavy weapons from previous playthroughs. I think that's actually only true if you actually import a Mass Effect 2 character, because I don't have all of the heavy weapons anymore. Plus 200,000 credits, and also 50,000 bonus on all of the elements. Again, this is a big help. We're going to save a lot of time later. We found an M100 grenade launcher, rapid-fire grenade launcher, favored by the Bloodpack Vorcha mercenaries. We'll see those later. Capable of taking down multiple enemies with a single well-placed shot. Effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. Not my favorite heavy weapon, though. We got 3,750 credits in funding for this mission, and we found 2,850 credits. I'll try to find as many credits as I want, but I can't guarantee that I won't miss anything. I think I probably already missed something, because usually the amount of credits you can find is the same as the as the funding. So I probably missed something. And that's all. Is an enemy's health bar red? If not, it's immune to many of your special attacks until you breach its defenses. Yeah. It gives tips during the loading screens.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The Illusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. We've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the Illusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Well, that's good to know, at least.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
I suppose. Well, with a little bit of luck, we could find some survivors.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Well, if there's no one here, that also means no enemies, so that would make things easier. My scars glow. We have additional weapons. I now have a pistol, the same as before. I still have a grenade launcher. Still short one grenade. I also have a machine pistol, the M4 Shuriken machine pistol. Fires 3-round bursts, very effective against shields and biotic barriers. Weak against armor. Submachine guns are a new type of weapon. It wasn't in the previous game. They are usually not very accurate, so not all that useful long range. They're also not all that powerful, but they are rapid fire, which means that you don't really need to aim them all that well, which is one of the reasons why I like them. I'll probably switch between the pistol and the machine gun sometimes. I'll mostly use the machine gun as my primary weapon. And let's level up our squad. Jacob. Let's put some in his Cerberus operative skill. I think Jacob is technically something like a sentinel in that he has no, Vanguard, I suppose, is his closest equivalent, because he's combat and biotic. Although he only has 2 powers, 3 if you count the one that we need to unlock. So player Vanguards have many more powers. Jacob's paramilitary training increases his combat effectiveness through his health and weapon damage. The description is the same every time, isn't it? Well, except for the last one. Once you pick the last one, you get to choose between 2 different specializations of the talent. But we'll get to that when we actually upgrade anything that far. Miranda is the first time that we have her in our squad, so we've got some stuff. She has Overload and Biotics, so she has Tech and Biotics, Overload and Warp. Kind of like a Sentinel. So I guess we'll give her Overload, Warp, and Cerberus Officer. Warp rips enemies apart at the molecular level and stops health regeneration, effective against armor and biotic barriers. Mass Effect Field damages enemy targets and stops health regeneration. Detonates any biotic powers already affecting the target, such as Pull or Singularity, causing further damage. Effective against armor and biotic barriers. That's what I mentioned before, that you can do combinations. So if we have Jacob do a pull attack on an enemy, and then while the pull is still in effect, have Miranda do warp, the whole thing blows up, does lots of damage. It's very effective, sort of gives an unfair advantage to the biotic classes. Mass Effect 3 also gets tech bursts, which is kind of similar combination effects for tech powers, but this game does not have that. And I have no points to spend. I'm gonna quick save, which doesn't interrupt the game in this game. So there's no pause when you do that. You just see it in the bottom left corner of the screen. Not really all that useful to quick save here, because it autosaves at the beginning of the mission anyway. But at least when I die, I wouldn't have to do the leveling up again. Anybody else? He has a shotgun, and she's also using a submachine gun. Also has a pistol. Because Jacob could equip his ammo power. Usually they do that automatically, but I'm just doing it.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
One difference is I think you can actually also drag squad powers to the quick slots, which makes commands a bit easier. But since I usually don't give commands, I'm not gonna bother. Where did everyone go, though? That's a good point that Jacob was making. Well, so far at least no opposition, but also no sign of the colonists.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Yeah, you'd think that if there was some kind of struggle here, it would be more obvious. Hey, that's our shuttle. Spare parts to salvage here. That just gives you credits. Which is useful. Oops, mechs.
Strange. What about the other colonies?
These are a bit more powerful than the mechs in the beginning. They don't die with a single overload blast.
Big activity.
Shield dead.
Let's see if I can demonstrate a biotic combination. No, I can't, because Jacob is recharging.
Shoot them before they take out the shield.
On target!
Here we go.
I'm taking damage. Oh, there's one there. That's why I was taking damage.
Target down!
Yeah.
Hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
The walking ones are called Loki mechs. The dog-like ones are called Fenris mechs. I took damage during that fight, and as you could see, I just went back into cover and stayed there. It's safe for us to bypass. 2,000 credits in that save. I tend to look for the ones that are close first, and it leaves you with usually one that is very far apart. Because if you get hurt, you get this sort of veiny effect against the screen, which at least makes it a lot easier to tell when you're near death than before. And, like I said, you just need to take cover to recover health and shields.
They've seen us.
Oh shit.
I got it.
Okay. The fact that they're using their powers by themselves is not making it easier for me to show off biotic explosions.